This your Hub City boy, OG Bry-dee, host of Urban Realness. I'm gonna kick a subject, man. You know, I've kicked like 3 prison stories. But someone asked me, you know, an assistant of mine, she asked me, she said, what was it like getting out of prison and trying to find a job? When I initially got out of prison, it was a check the box area. And I would go look for a job. I would check the box. And it would say, have you ever been convicted of a felony? And I'll put, yes, we'll explain in the interview. It's like they use that application like a ball of paper to shoot 2 points for a trash can. And as far as getting an apartment, that was real difficult for me, man, because it said on apartment applications, have you ever been convicted of a felony? What does that have to do? It says specifically, have you ever been convicted of a drug charge? What does that have to do with moving into a place? So I ended up having to put places in other people's names because I was getting money. So it was cool, you know, and then all my children's mothers, I had to put names, you know, places in their names. So it was difficult getting a place, man. Being independent, being self-sufficient, man, as a man, as a responsible person. As far as employment, when I finally did find a job, my first paycheck was $375. My first dope sale was $800. Go figure, I was young and foolish. Should have kept the job. So, I had a lot of difficulties, man, in obtaining a place to live in my name, you know. And then finally in the 90s, I was able to get a place in my name. And that was through bribery of the apartment manager, what have not, you know. And then getting out of the feds, it was a different ball game. I was able to secure a place because my FICO was up to par. I had employment and so on. But for a lot of brothers getting out, man, it's like 45,000 obstacles placed in front of a brother getting out of federal prison, man. You know, and people don't understand what these obstacles are because in a lot of states you still can't vote and things of that nature, but that's another subject and another topic. But yeah, it was difficult for me, man. It was real difficult, man. Sometimes I used to be out of truck, man, out of Mazda B2000 truck. And I used to be leaving some of my spots I had, and I'd have like $15,000, $16,000, $17,000 like that in the truck. And I'd see people going to work because I'd take the downtown route because the freeway was too crowded. And I'd be envious of these 9-to-5ers, man, even though I had all this money. I'd be envious because I said, man, I can't even get a job. You know, even though I've had more money than they were making, that was, to me, that was irrelevant. You know, what the relevancy was, I always had the desire to work. So, yeah, it was very difficult, man. And on the next segment, man, of a post-prison story, I'll tell you what I did and how I came up, man. You know, and this is no glorification. It's just, it was like my back was up against the wall. So on that note, man, this your boy OG Bry-dee, Hub City boy, host of Urban Realness. It's the hub and the dub with neighborhood love. Y'all see what you say, OG Marathon, because I'm OG, you know what I'm saying. 2 of them, baby.